Hi there, my name's Aika, and today we will be answering 100 questions to celebrate surpassing 100,000 subscribers. Oh my god, where do I even start? I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who has stuck around. It absolutely blows my mind as to how much this channel has grown in a year. In celebration of 100,000 subscribers, YouTube also gave us a play button, which is really cool, presented to Aika for passing 100,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. Right now, as I'm making this video, I think that we are at like 180,000 subscribers. I guess this video is for Q&A for like 100,000 and almost 200,000 subscribers. So that's really cool. Thank you so much. So for any of you guys who are new to this channel, or maybe you've just discovered my songs on Spotify, or maybe you've seen any of my videos recently, or maybe you discovered me on Instagram or TikTok, or maybe YouTube recommended this video to you randomly because of the algorithm, in which case, thank you so much, algorithm, you're the real MVP. Hi, welcome to this channel. I am a pop singer, songwriter, and producer, and you will definitely be hearing more music from me, and hopefully more Q&A videos. This is the first time that we're gonna be doing this, so without further ado, let's answer 100 questions. Let's go. Where are you from, Ikes? I'm from the Philippines. You look 5'5". Are you taller? Close enough. I am 5'4". How many siblings do you have, and do they do music too? I am the youngest of 4 siblings. I have 2 brothers, 1 sister, and yes, we are all musicians. Is Aika your real name? Aika is my nickname. My family has called me Aika ever since I was a kid. How old are you, and when did you start singing? I'm currently 26, and I've been singing since I came out of the womb. Where are you from the Philippines? Currently residing in Metro Manila, but I was born in a city called Balangan. If you weren't a musician, what do you think you would be? An actor. Okay, apart from being a musician and an actor, I don't know, maybe I'd be a psychologist. Are you straight? Bi? I'm straight, and I am an ally. What's a hobby people would be surprised to learn you're into? I love baking. I don't really know if that's surprising, but I love baking. Do you have a music production degree background? I do not have a music degree background. If that ever is an opportunity for me in the future, I think that would be really fun. Signed to a record label, or are you independent? Currently, I am independent. What is your ethnicity, and how did you get into your music career, or how did you get to where you are now? I am Filipino, and I started out joining like a lot of singing competitions as a kid. I used to fit myself into this mold of like being a beritera, like a belter, because that was the thing that sort of like increased your chances of making it big in the industry. But I think the pressure really got to me as a kid, and there was like a different music style that I wanted to explore, but I didn't really know if there was like a place for that, you know, here in the Philippine industry. But basically, like I shifted to acting, and then I pursued theater, and you know, I was doing commercials, and then the pandemic happened. I was still involved in music, and I was still involved in singing through like, you know, work for hire projects. Producers and collaborators and songwriters would hire me to sing their songs, but I think deep down I really wanted to explore like my own original like creative pursuits. And so when I started putting myself out there in 2023, and I started posting covers, and I started learning music production because of that, that is what led to the original releases, and I'm really excited to put out more music in 2025, so that's pretty cool. Who would be your dream singer to collaborate with? Olivia Rodrigo or Leve? Which DAW do you use? I mainly use Logic Pro. Songs you wish you wrote and why? I have a lot, but recently I discovered The Apartment We Won't Share by Nicki. I really like songs that revolve around the idea of there's like another universe where you made different choices makes you think, like, I wonder what other Aika is doing in another universe and another life. I wonder if she's also making a Q&A video. When are we getting new songs? I can't reveal that information, but soon. I will do my best to put them out as soon as I can. Do you know how to play piano? If yes, how did you stay consistent? I can't answer this question because, like, I was not consistent. First learned how to play piano when I was like, I think 12, 10. My parents enrolled me in, they signed me up for piano lessons. I was at an intermediate level at the time and I was doing really well. And then I think I dropped the habit of playing it and then I forgot how to play it. Throughout the years, it's been like a pattern of like playing the piano again and like trying to learn it again and then getting good at it again, and then I drop it and then I forget how to play it.
And then I pick it up again and then I drop it and I pick it, like, what? And then every time I pick it up, it's like I have to start from scratch.
So unfortunately, I have yet to figure out how to stay consistent with piano. Hi Aika, want to ask if there's a fandom name already? Right now, there's no fandom name yet, but if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. Is there a meaning behind the exclamation point in Aika? I used to limit myself to just being the singer, and I was sort of afraid to start songwriting or, you know, learn music production. And I was only able to rediscover that and really like embrace that during the pandemic, when I was sort of like, maybe I should try and learn music production, maybe I should write a song, maybe it's not gonna be so bad after all. The exclamation point is there because it's sort of like me flipping my identity, flipping it upside down and finding new growth from it. How do you come up with album covers? A lot of the time I try to think about, do I see a certain color in my head when I hear the song? Do you have like a concept in your head that is specific to the song? So that's usually what I consider when I'm trying to come up with an album cover for a song. Favorite part of songwriting and producing?
Alright, my favorite part of songwriting is when everything just comes together and you're putting together like the verse and the pre-chorus and the chorus and it just makes sense and it clicks in your head. My favorite part of producing is vocal arrangements. I love doing vocal arrangements. It's magic. It's great.
Tour when? When I have a bigger discography? Someday. I would absolutely love to tour. How did you learn to produce songs? Was actually inspired to learn music production from my sister because she's a music producer, and there would be times when I would watch her produce her beats. Another thing is I Google I Google a lot of like how to, you know, tutorials, and there are so many resources here on YouTube. The internet is, you know, a great resource for learning how to produce. I didn't really take like one singular class and like it has taught me everything. No, it was like gradually and like bit by bit, you know, you learn how to do specific things. As you're producing, you run into certain problems and you're trying to look for solutions. Could be like, in this session you learn how to solve this problem, and then on that session you learn how to solve this problem. So over time your skill improves and your knowledge accumulates. Which is first, lyric or melody? It depends on the song. Sometimes the lyrics come first, sometimes the melody. Lately I have been writing songs lyric first, but usually melody. Any genre you want to explore or experiment with? I'd say right now maybe bossa nova or rock. What was the inspiration behind Leave a Message? It actually started out as like, I think that I was trying to write a short song that was meant for like portfolio purposes and like demo purposes for my vocal work, and I asked my sister if she could lend me a beat, and the beat already had the title Leave a Message, and so I based the concept off of that title. And when I made like a whole idea out of it, like a cohesive idea out of it. You know, my sister was like, you should release this, you should put this out. I think that I was like, that was like the identity shift that I was experiencing at the time, because I thought that I was gonna do like the acting thing. That was like the first song that I took seriously. How did you write Coffee? How did it start? Coffee started out as a voice note. I think that I was drinking coffee at the time. I have low caffeine tolerance. Like if I drink too much caffeine, I don't feel so good. But that only applies to coffee, because for some reason it never happens with matcha or black tea. But I love the taste, so I drink coffee anyway. And it's sort of like having a crush and like meeting someone new that you click with really well and you really feel this connection to them. If you haven't felt that in a long while, it can really feel like the sort of rush that coffee gives you, and you don't know if it's not good for you, and you don't know if you're like jumping into something too quickly, but
it gives you the sort of rush that you're really obsessed with, and you're kind of like, I'll have more of that, please. so that's what inspired Coffee.
If you were an instrument, what would it be and why? I'd probably be a violin. I love adding strings on a production. It just sounds so magical. It sounds so Disney. It sounds so theatrical. It sounds so extra. I love it. Who are your musical inspirations growing up? If I had to narrow it down to 3, it would be Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, and Lea Salonga, because I absolutely love musical theater. The biggest thing that inspired you to be a musician? I love music. I live in a country where, you know, we're kind of known for all being singers. It's been a huge part of my life ever since I was a kid, so. Not really a question, but a request for the Coffee guitar chords. I will put them here on the screen. These are the chords. You're welcome. How long does it take to fully compose a song? For some songs, you can write them in like 15 minutes. Other songs, I don't know, they stay in your vault for like 2 years. I don't know. It varies. It definitely varies. Favorite Disney movie? In more recent years, Tangled, but the Disney classic that will always have a special place in my heart is The Little Mermaid. Whenever I hear Part of Your World, that song is like magic to me. Favorite song right now? Die With a Smile by Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. Favorite makeup product, please? Okay, so right now my favorite makeup product is Romand Lasting Water Gloss. And the Road blush sticks in the shade Piggy. I love that one. What is your happy food? Arroz caldo. Ewan, I don't know. When I'm sick, that's just like my comfort food. Or palabok. That is definitely my comfort food for sure. Cat person or dog person? I love dogs, but I am a cat person. I would like to be a cat mom someday. What is your favorite animal? Cats. And mudeng. Your favorite rom-com? I don't know if this counts as a rom-com. I don't know. 500 Days of Summer? Does that count? Cereal before milk or milk before cereal? Cereal before milk. 100%. Favorite spot in Metro Manila for inspiration? UP. Favorite baked good? Either banana bread or carrot muffins. You like pineapple on pizza? Yes. Who is your favorite artist? My all-time would have to be Taylor Swift, because I know every single one of her albums. I've been listening to her since I was 10. But right now, oh god, it's a tie between Chaperone and Levy. Don't make me choose. Both. I choose both. Chaperone and Levy. Favorite artist? I just gave you 3. What makeup look do you always go for? Clean girl aesthetic or like maybe soft glam? Favorite academic subject? English and math. Fave scent and perfume lately. I've been using Glossier You lately, but for some reason the scent just disappears on me after like 15 minutes. So if you have any better perfume recommendations, feel free to leave it down in the comments. Any games that you like? Occasionally I play The Sims. Dream vacation. I'd love to go to Japan. Your go-to favorite cuisine, as in like which country do you think has the best food so far? I really like Japanese food. What is your favorite K-pop group? It's a tie between New Jeans and Red Velvet. Do you prefer vintage core or cottage core? Vintage core. If one thing will be taken away from you, would it be the singing ability or the ability to play instruments? Well, the ability to play instruments, even though I really want to learn guitar in 2025. Singing is like breathing for me, so I would want to keep my singing ability for life. Heels or flats? Recently, heels. Cooking or baking? Baking. I don't know, I prefer like the exactness, the exact science of baking. Top 3 favorite films. Okay, so Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Top tier. Parasite, The Substance. Perfect. Go-to order at a cafe. It depends on what they have on the menu. Because I like trying new things a lot. I'm always trying to like try everything on the menu, but probably a sea salt latte if it's just coffee. But normally anything matcha or dirty matcha, dirty ube if they have it. What's your number 1 in your bucket list? Seeing the world, touring. Your go-to ice cream flavor. Probably matcha or strawberry or dark chocolate. What's your favorite show and do you watch anime? My favorite show is a tie between Breaking Bad and Dark, and I definitely don't watch anime as often as I used to back in high school. Any favorite albums? I really love Chaperone's The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. Do you have any pet peeves? This wasn't really a pet peeve of mine until like very recently. Sometimes it's a bit funny to me when people misspell my name, just because it's like everywhere. It's on my Spotify, it's on my YouTube channel, it's on my social media, and it's on my bio. It's on everything. It doesn't really happen that often, to be fair, but when it does happen, I'm just like, eh? But yeah, my name is Aika. It's spelled A-I-K-A. It's not Micah. It's not Aika with a C. It's Aika. Did you see Wicked? What did you think? I loved it so much. Wicked is like one of my all-time favorite musicals. Oh my god. I love that musical so much. So when I saw it in movie form, I was crying like barely 2 minutes into the film. Like, girl. And I really love that like the movie was just so unapologetically theater, like musical theater, like camp. Like they really committed to it. And you could really tell that everyone working on the film was just really passionate about what they were working on. I love that so much. I love that so much. My theater kid heart is full. Threads or Twitter. I'm less stressed when I'm scrolling through Threads because I kind of feel like on Threads there's more like discussions and like it's like, oh, what do you guys think about this specific topic or whatever. I don't know, maybe this is just my experience, but like usually when I open Twitter people are always fighting on that app. I don't know. Tips on hair growth. Get a pixie cut and it'll grow super fast. No, I'm kidding. I usually keep my hair short, so I'm not sure. How do you deal with writer's block as a producer and songwriter? I'll probably just focus on other stuff. If I don't work too much on like this idea that I'm trying to if I'm not forcing it too much, the ideas usually flow a bit better. Skincare tips. Get good sleep, drink enough water, choose the most ideal moisturizer for your skin type, and don't go to bed with your makeup still on. For me personally, an oil cleanser really helps. So I double cleanse. I use an oil cleanser and then I use like a water-based cleanser. What do you think of being friends with exes? Not for me. It just helps me move on fully if I'm not in contact with them or if I'm not still friends with them. Were you ever bullied or made fun of when you started making music? How do you deal with them? There are definitely a lot of haters on the internet. Do not let them get to you. People usually resort to bullying because they are deeply miserable and they're deeply insecure with themselves. Have you always had short hair or was there a reason you chose to cut it short? I tried a pixie cut in college. That was the shortest that I had ever had it cut. I tried it because I thought that it looked really pretty on Winona Ryder. And that was it. That was it. Love at first sight or slow burn? Slow burn. How to not get ghosted? I don't think that there's like a way for you to prevent getting ghosted because like that is the problem of the person ghosting you. It's not your fault. If they're too busy all the time, is that a red flag? Personally, I think that we can make time and that we are never too busy for the people that we prioritize. So I would say that if they're too busy for you, they're probably not prioritizing you. How do you style your hair? I'm probably gonna make a separate video for this, but I either use my curling iron to, you know, individually flip the flippity flips, or I use my Dyson. Any tips on how to get started as an artist? Get the courage to really put yourself out there, and for me personally, you know, I had a positive experience starting out with covers. I feel like they're a great way to sort of get a feel of like the music that you want to create and like the style that you are trying to explore for yourself. What is your opinion on right person, wrong timing? I think wrong timing, wrong person. Do you have a person that you consider the one that got away? No. I'm the one that got away. Any advice on stopping procrastinating? If the task seems overwhelming, I break the task apart into like smaller pieces. Do you think long distance relationships can work, or am I cooked? You're cooked. No, I'm kidding. I think that they can work if you guys align on certain things. It's definitely not for everyone, but I wish you all the best. Should I continue dating someone who's low-key hung up over their long-term ex? No. No. No, no, no. If you could turn back time, what would you take back? I probably would not take anything back, because like even if I've had like some experiences that are really like ugh, I've also learned a lot from those experiences, even though those are like lessons that I've had to learn the hard way, because all of those lessons have led to the person that I am today. So yeah. How do you make sure that the music you made doesn't exist yet? Because I'm scared to show what I have, because people might say it's like this, like that. Okay, I totally get that. I think that it's impossible to have like a full surefire way to Shazam every single song in your head and try to look for matches. You know, when we're creating art and we're writing music, we're always drawing from our own influences and our own inspirations. And sometimes other people have those same inspirations. They might have like other nuances to their art, but sometimes there will be similarities, and it will be unavoidable sometimes. I think that as long as you are consciously trying to expand your music knowledge and repertoire, and try and consciously make sure that it's not infringing on anyone's copyright or whatever, or it's not trying to straight out steal anyone's exact 100% exact idea, and I think you're good to go. Yo, I know you probably get this a lot, but why aren't your covers on Spotify? I would love to listen to them. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. A lot of them are not on Spotify because I would like to focus on the originals, because in the long run, I would like to be known for my original work. So that's why. Oh no, you've been bitten by a radioactive animal. What animal bit you, and what superpower did you gain? A radioactive bunny? What superpower did you gain? The superpower I gained is to freeze time. And if I can move around while I have frozen time, I'm gonna make new music. I'm gonna make an album. I'm gonna make probably like 3 albums. And then I'll be like, damn, I made 3 albums in 0 seconds. Perfect. Do you believe in soulmates? I do believe in soulmates. I just don't think that they're strictly romantic. I think that soulmates can be platonic, and I think that we can meet a lot of different soulmates in our lifetime. Don't you feel tired for being strong all the time? I'm not strong all the time. I definitely have my off days. It's just that I don't really share too much of it on social media, because I find that helps me with my mental health a lot better. How do you get over a perfect relationship? If it's a perfect relationship, then you wouldn't have to be getting over it, because if it were a perfect relationship, you guys would still be together, right? What do you think about a guy giving mixed signals? They're probably not interested. Do you have any advice to those who want to be a songwriter? Don't be afraid to be cheesy. Don't be afraid to be cringe. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid, blah, can't words. Don't be afraid to try. How do you get real close friendships? You put yourself out there until eventually you find your people. Is loving someone different than falling in love? I think maybe falling in love is like the feeling, and loving someone is like choosing someone intentionally. How do you deal with things changing? Change is inevitable. The sooner we accept that change is inevitable, change eventually becomes like a positive force that just keeps the plot of our life moving forward. How to approach a serious crush? Ha ha ha, need help po madam. Are you asking me like, how do you ask them out? If you want to know how to ask them out, just ask them out. But if you're kind of like, whoa, this crush is getting too serious and I need to dial it down a bit, take a step back, stop putting them on a pedestal, acknowledge that maybe this is just an idea of this person in your head, and maybe it's just like, you know, crush is like a lack of information. So this is girl and I really like her, but I don't have the guts to ask her out because I think it might ruin our friendship. It's so precious, but I want to be more than friends. Ooh. Word of warning is when you cross the line from friends to being more than friends and like real feelings get involved, if you try to go back to being friends, sometimes it's just not the same anymore. So yeah, maybe just keep that in mind in making your decision. How to get over failure. I think it's best to think about failure as a learning experience, because like the more you fail, the more you learn, and the more you learn, the more you get better at life. Thoughts about getting cheated on. Oh god, no. Thoughts about getting cheated on and getting back together. Do not get back together. If your partner cheats on you, you deserve better. Do not give them a second chance. It's over. How to move on tips. No contact, time, and redirect your focus and your energy and your attention back to yourself. Choose yourself. Did you have a special message for people who got you as top artists in Spotify Wrapped? Actually, I tried doing that, but like every time I clicked the link that was supposed to, you know, let me upload a video, it didn't work for some reason. So if any of you guys got me on your Spotify Wrapped, whether it's on your top 5 artists or any of your top songs, or if I was your top artist, I am so incredibly honored. Thank you so much. Like the fact that we are just 2 originals in and the response is already incredibly, overwhelmingly positive is something that I am so grateful for, and I will never take that for granted. Thank you so much. How do you prevent burnout as a musician? I just think that maybe you can pace yourself a bit better and, you know, not pressure yourself to be like on all the time. Do you have something you're grateful for this year? I'm grateful for you guys. Genuinely. Thank you so much. And that is 100 of your questions answered on this long Q&A yap session. Thank you so much for joining me. I definitely look forward to doing hopefully more of these in the future. This milestone would not be possible without all of you guys. So thank you so much. This is the first time I'm gonna say this on video, but if you like this video, hit the like button, click subscribe, follow the bell button so that you get a notification every time I post a new video. Did I say that right? I cannot wait to put out more music for you guys in 2025. It'll be exciting. It'll be exciting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.